Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Star Trek Online. We have Captain Kohloss loaded up today. He is actually going to get himself a bit of a rest from the war against the Iconians. We've got a couple of missions to upload of him at the moment, but he's actually Commander 27 just now. He's got just a couple levels to go till he reaches the level 30 and gets promoted to Captain. But that's a wee while away yet. We've got a couple of missions to go. And the Iconian War, well, at least one, maybe two, and Season 10.5 will be launching in Star Trek Online very, very soon. Anyway, I'm recording this video because what we're going to do today with Kohloss is we're going to take him to Risa. We're going to give him a little bit of a summer holiday. Now, the Risa event in Star Trek Online only has a few days left. I'm very late in getting this video done. I can't apologise enough for that. Chances are nobody's watching this anyway, but never mind. I'm going to show you everything you can do on Risa, or at least that's the plan. We'll see how the time works out. So we're going to set a course for Risa right now. Let's take command of the ship as I'm supposed to. Let's sit in my chair. Way. Okay, I'm in deep space at the moment. You can tell by the fact that there's nothing on the view screen apart from space. There's my bridge crew. Okay, so we're going to set a course for Risa. The Lohlunat Summer Festival. I don't even know if I say that right. Risa has opened its beaches to all comers for a seasonal celebration. I was like, to all corners. I don't know. The event ends on July 17th. That means at the time I get this video recorded and uploaded, there's probably about 4 days to go. Now, in that 4 days, you can do a lot in Risa, but you will not be able to get the free ship. The free ship needs at least 21 days, which is unfortunate I've left this so long. Let's go to Risa. I have no idea why he was deciding to stand on his chair just then. Okay, so here we are on the Risa system. And let's just go and beam down. We have to beam down to the summer resort. Now, if you're a Federation character, you have two choices here. There's the summer resort and the just regular island, whatever, I can't remember what it's called. But if you're a Federation character, there's two options there. For Klingons, it's just the one. Welcome to Risa. We're hosting a special festival and you've arrived at the perfect time. Of course, every day is a perfect day on Risa. I'm the event coordinator, in charge of the special contests that can reward you a great prize. Come talk to me over by the resort and I'll tell you how to participate. In the meantime, enjoy all that our planet has to offer. Okay, so we can find the event coordinator at the end of the pier to my right, near the floater pad. Now, here's all the events that happen on a rotating basis in the hour. Up on the top right of our screen, the summer event, we've got sand sculptures, so that's basically where you make sand castles. There's a dance off, that begins in 5 minutes. A power board race. I don't have a power board because I've never been to Risa before. There's a Horgon hunt, which needs a floater. And you can do it by running around the island, but it's quite a big spread out island, and a floater makes it a whole lot easier. You'll see what floater is in a minute. That's in 27 minutes, and then there's another power board race as well, and then it goes back to scan sculptures again. So it just cycles through those 5 events. There are lots of other things to do. There are a ton of accolades to pick up on the island. Now the accolades are these things in here. They serve no real purpose in the game. They're just a sort of if you're a completionist. If you play a game and you want to do everything, accolades are something in Star Trek Online to go for. There's no real purpose to them, however. It would be great if there was something to tie them in. There's one right now. Just by walking along the boardwalk here, we've got an accolade. So, talk to the event coordinator. Glad to see you. I hope that you find our little paradise to your liking. Please take this favour as a token of our esteem. You can trade these in for many of the special foods and souvenirs available here. So we're going to unlock the Summer Reputation store. Open the character window and select the Reputation tab, then choose the first event task and contribute the favour. This will allow you to access the store. So we're going to get one favour. Character's reputation window is this thing here. There's my character's status page and skills page. Traits have disappeared for some reason. I noticed that the other day and I don't know why. Reputation. These are the active projects. So we're going to start a project. We're going to unlock the summer event prize vendor. And then we're going to contribute the peril that we just picked up. Or the favour, sorry, that we just picked up. I've been collecting favours on another character so I can do a few things here. Okay, so let's contribute one favour. And there's the store opened up. Now because I've done this on other characters, I've got all these ships unlocked. I don't know why that one should be unlocked like that. That's because I've already got it in my bank. So there's the Ferengi warship just here. You need to do the... Well, that's the one that needs 21 days to unlock because it takes so long to do it. It needs a minimum of 21 days, but it's easier if you spread it out over a bit longer. Anyway, we're going to go and spend some of these things here. So let's open up the store again. And one of the first things I'm going to do is I've got some tribbles here. And I'd really like to get a Risian Lohlunat tribble. So I'm just going to buy some food from here. Now I can do that because I've got some Lohlunat favours here. I'll show you how to get the favours in just a moment. Here's the event coordinator. She's got a mission for me called Flying High. Seen the floaters in the sky? We've set up some holographic challenges to test your agility. Once you're strapped in, take off and keep an eye out for our holographic rings. So fly through the various ring courses and you'll earn the approval of onlookers and hopefully impress the judges. You'll earn a higher score by completing various sets of rings, so if you see a group of 9 rings around a landmark river building, try to get through all of them. There's no score involved in this, so I don't know why it talks about scores and judges. You get a choice of 4 random courses. I think there's about 8 across the whole island. 4 of them are picked at random every time you accept a mission. So
sand sculpting time is over. You may keep building, but bonus rewards will come back in an hour.
Okay. We're going to ignore the dance off for now. We'll get to that in a minute. So here's the floater vendor. You can also get floaters through the reputation store there, but I find it easier to go here. Okay, now Kohloss he's an engineer. He's set up with that lovely red and white trim on his outfit. So I think we're going to purchase a white floater. Now the rental one just requires 1000 energy credits to use. So you can do this basically, you can use floaters just by using the rental floater all the time. There's no real kind of need to use any of your hard-earned...
Dance party starts in half a minute. Get out on the dance floor.
You don't need to use any of your hard-earned Lohlunat favours. You can just use energy credits. But I've got favours, so I'm going to spend on a floater. Now the green quality ones here, the green name, the uncommon one, they have plus 30 flight speed and standard manoeuvrability. The rental one is plus 35 flight speed, so it's slightly faster, but it's not so manoeuvrable. It's slightly less manoeuvrability. I'm going to scroll down a bit here. And then there's blue quality ones. Plus 40 flight speed, and you got enhanced maneuverability. I'm going to go with one of those in a minute. But if you really want to spend an awful lot of time collecting, there's purple quality ones here with 50 flight speed and a huge amount of maneuverability. I think actually an orange one might look good on this guy. I was going to go and buy a white one, but I think an orange one might look better. Okay, so I've only got 27 favours left. I could do with having more. Anyway, let's equip the favour. Let's take off the party horn. We'll get rid of that trouble because we're not going to need it here. Okay, so the juice and the trouble. Hopefully that trouble will eat or drink that juice now. And we'll get a Lohlunat trouble. And the Lohlunat trouble increases the flight speed of the floater. So let's do the flying high mission. You can see what's involved in that. So let's activate the floater, and at this point you will see the courses will light up on the right hand side of my mission tracker. I've got to complete 3 of them. Visit the back beach, visit the Bay Rock, spiral the Great Tower, follow the jungle road. Well, the jungle road is just on the other side of the hotel here, so we'll just fly over or round the hotel actually. Yeah, the orange looks okay. We need to change his costume a wee bit though. He's on a summer island and he needs to kind of get summer gear. Okay, so let's go through here. And I'm just controlling this using forwards, backwards, left, right. The same keys I use to normally run around places, except I'm steering with my mouse. It seems to be so much easier to do these courses with the mouse. And there it goes. There's one of the courses completely free now. One down. 3 to go, but I only need to do 2 more because I've got to complete 3 courses to earn the pearls. It's actually not pearls anymore this year, it's prize vouchers or something like that. Okay, so there's arrows showing me where the next courses are. 2 of them are actually up here in the sort of direction I'm facing, so I'm just going to go straight for those ones. This is the Great Tower. It's the highest sort of hill on the island, and you can see the start course there. There's another one down there, so I'm going to do these 2. I'm going to kind of cheat a wee bit and do these 2 together. We'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm going to start this one. And when I get close enough to that arrow there, I'm going to leave that course, go and do this one, and then come back and finish that one I'm already doing. It's cheating, I know, but I don't care. Okay. Get the course around this way. Now the way I'm managing to do this with the mouse is I'm just holding down the right mouse button and moving the mouse around, which I find makes it much easier to control the floater. And if you press the auto run key, which is usually R by default, you don't even need to keep your finger on the keyboard. Hey, there's it done. Back down to finish off this course I started. There it is, it's lit up because I'm close enough. But whereabouts did I get to? Round about here, I think. There we go. Okay, so just keep going. Yeah. There we go. Time left, 6 minutes 39. Didn't even take 10 minutes to do that. Return to the event coordinator. So let's transport back to the resort. And we'll hand that mission in. and it's got a 20-hour cooldown. Now that mission needs to be done 25 times to get the ship. So if you want a free ship, you'll have to wait till next year now. I'm going to trade in for some... what kind of marks am I going for? I'm going to go with some Undine marks, I think. No, I'll get some Iconian marks. So, let's get the Iconian marked box. I will have Iconian marks. And I can do that mission again tomorrow and get myself some more marks. Let's go around the island with our floater and collect as many of the accolades as we can. Now there's some of them that can only be done at night time, and that's here on this pier. If you stand around or hang around even around about here at night time, you will see a fireworks show and you get an accolade, and there's a Trill and a Klingon come on here and they have an argument. Now this is a bit of a homage to the scene from Deep Space Nine with the episode where Worf and Dax come to come to Risa and they have an argument. We'll worry about that accolade later on, but let's go around and collect as many of the other ones as we can. Now there's one right here at the hotel. Now if we talk to the dance instructor, we can find all about the dance party. And we get an accolade. I'm not going to read them. If anyone wants to read them, they can read them for themselves. Now that accolade unlocks a new emote. It's the dance samba. Makes me dance like that. My Tribble ate the juice. There's my Lohlunat Tribble. So let me collect put that in my character equipment slots, and I'll activate at the moment now. There's people on top of the hotel. Here's why. If you land on top of the hotel, you get an accolade. So there's one. Now over there is a lighthouse. Well, let's use the Tribble. Makes the floater go a bit faster. Okay, let's go over there. If we land on top of this lighthouse, excuse me, we don't actually get the accolade for landing on top of the lighthouse, but we need to do it as part of the accolade. Okay, so there we go on top of this lighthouse. We'll see the second part of that accolade later on. We're proceeding around the island, so we're going to have a look at the next accolade that you can get. The next accolade that you can get involves the bridge. Up here there is a swinging rope bridge. You don't need the floater for it. Let's just run across the bridge. And there we go. We get an accolade. Might as well talk to this person while we're here. I made it all the way here, but this bridge is terrifying to cross. Maybe I should go back. Well, the only way for you to go back is across the bridge. This cave is important. We'll look at that later. As for now, let's just zoom up, right up to the top of this hill, and we'll just touch down here. Why are you flying over a volcano? It's a long dead dormant volcano. You can see there's no lava in there, it's just a flat piece of ground right down there. And the cave that we were just in leads from the outside the volcano to the inside, and that guy who's stuck obviously must have beamed it down into the middle of the volcano anyway. Okay, so let's continue flying around. Now there is another accolade down here. It only works at night time. I can't show you it right now. We'll get back to it in a minute, in a little while. There is a sort of a campfire down here, and at night time there will be people having a party around the campfire. Here it is, just here. And if we come along and join the party at night time, we'll get an accolade, but we'll do that in a minute. There's a group of Klingons on top of the arch, practicing the Mokbara. So we can join in. And we get an accolade. If you are playing a Federation character, you don't get to join in, and you get a different accolade. Either way, it works. You still get credit. Next accolade, while we're here, we'll just do it with this place. You see these Klingons are on top of this arch. There are 3 arches around the island. If you fly under any single one of them, you get an accolade. And there we go, we land on top of the lighthouse. Now, just like the other one, you have to land on both of these lighthouses to get that accolade. That's why when we landed on the other one, it seemed to be for no other reason other than just to land on it. But if we land on this one, because we've done both of the lighthouses on either side of the island, we get an accolade for it. And there's the argument going on between a Trill and a Klingon. 2 off-duty tactical officer and an off-duty science officer. The Trill and the Klingon. There's the accolade for it. And there's the fire going. The party's obviously on, so let's go and crash the party. We'll just launch ourselves in there. And we will party. There we go. Unauthorized beach party. We're going to have a look at the Horgon hunt. This happens every hour, once an hour. It lasts about 15 minutes. It only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do. Are you familiar with the Horgon, Commander? The statue is part of an ancient Rysian custom. As part of our festivals, we've hidden Horgons all over the island. Find as many as you can and you'll earn a few Lohlunat favours. You get 75 if you complete the activity. You can, if you've got more than one character, you can probably get 2 or 3 runs in each 15-minute window, depending on what kind of floaters you have. If you've got the rental one, you'll probably only get 2. But if you've got the purple quality ones, you'll probably definitely get at least 3, perhaps even 4, or even 5 if you've got a fast route. Okay, so we've got arrows pointing all over to different Horgons. There's about 15 of them across the whole island, I think. Not entirely sure. Let's go find some Horgons. This is my preferred place to start, is this one up here. There's usually Horgons hidden in roughly the same place every time. There's just 2 different places that they can be hidden. If it's not here, it's very close to here. In fact, the other place that it's hidden is usually just down about here somewhere. But anyway, let's go around the back of the hotel because there's always one hidden there. Again, depending on which set of horgons that they use, the game is activated, will depend where exactly the horgon is hidden. Okay, so we've got this one hidden away in the trees. Yeah, I'll get that one. Every time I loot these, I'm getting Lohlunat favors. But these are what you need to buy a floater or a costume or whatever from the store. And just a few hours, a few runs through some of the events will get you all that you need. So we have found 3 horgons. Now there's one over on that island over there, but I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to ignore it. Well, because I believe it kind of just adds too much time onto the journey around the island. Okay, so there's one over here. There it goes. I don't know why my keyboard has stopped responding to keyboard commands now. I have one just behind this 2 trees. It is. Let's keep going. There it goes. Not quite close enough. Yay. It is hidden here underneath the rock. Okay. How many do I have now? 9. So I'm almost there. There's 2 over here by this sort of gap in the land. So I'm just going to need one of them. So I'll just take the one down here. Let's collect the horgon. Now, and amongst that, I've managed to get about 30. Okay, so if I turn in the mission now, I'll get another 75. So that's roughly 105 horgons. You can always get around about 100 on each run of the horgon hunt. It has a 15-minute cooldown, so in the next hour when the events cycle through, I can participate in the next horgon hunt. And before long, I have enough favours to get myself a floater. Let's go back to the resort because I want to purchase some summer clothes. I'm only going to have enough to purchase one item. I think I'll get a pair of shorts. As a male, I can get away with going topless. And if I was to buy the bikinis or whatever, and I wouldn't actually be able to equip them on my character because he's not female, he is male. So let's get a pair of shorts, because I should have more than 500 now. Yes, I've got 581, wow. Okay, let's go swimwear. See, you can get all these bikinis for the females. Why is that one? Oh, right. It's a lot more expensive, that's why. Okay, I don't need female clothes, I need male. Let's have a look at these shorts. Ew, they're a bit short. That's terrible. Wetsuit? No. And I don't want a full wetsuit either. Board shorts? They're a bit short. Oh, they're not bad. Red sort of colouring with palm trees. Yeah, I like them. What's these ones? No thanks. I'm going to go with the board shorts, the red with the palm trees. There we go. And now if I go to the tailor, I can set myself up with a summer outfit. Oh, of course, you have to open the box first. Duh. Okay, let's open the box. Yay, swimwear. Are Klingons afraid of water? Like, a bit like cats, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Let's drop that down to beachwear. Okay, now I can go with a shirt, a grey tank top, of which I have no colour choices at all. Got all these colour choices. These are just recent colours I picked, and it's whichever one I wanted to pick of those, it's a grey tank top. Or I can go with a shirt, which basically looks like a woolly jumper, or I can go bare chested. So, being as I'm wearing shorts, I think we'll go with that. I can give them chest hair if I want. Okay, let's put on the shorts. Oh, we can actually change the colours a wee bit. Oh, we've just got choice of bright red and dark red. So let's... Oh. Okay, that's actually slightly better. I like the yellow. Bright red or dark red? With the bright red and the trees, not white, no, we'll go with black. We'll stick with black. There we go, I like that. That is pretty good. There's the Klingon spine column. It's a very sort of armoured thing for Klingons, is the body. It's very strange. And there's no footwear because he's on the beach. So there we go, let's purchase that outfit. We will rename it to Summer Shorts and we'll wear it. Okay, exit. And there I am looking all weird because I still have my weapon visible, so let's just turn off the weapon visuals. There we go. Now I'm looking more like I'm at home on a summer planet. Oh, now that floater goes much better with the shorts. Oh yeah, that looks good now. Yep, them shorts look good with that floater. Okay. Here's Pavel. He's on the beach during the day and he plays hide and seek at night. We're all friends here on Risa. What is ours is yours. I've been thinking of places that you might like to explore. I know every inch of this island, and that includes all the spots that aren't in the tourism guides. Care to play a little game? At sunset, I'm going to a special place on the island. See if you can find me there. Here's a hint. You'll find me past that which sways in the den of that which once lived. Got it? Good, I'll be there until sunrise. Okay, that clue. Pavel plays hide and seek with you 4 times. There's no accolade for him, I don't think. I can't remember. But there's not really any harm in taking part in the hide and seek game. To find him, we will need to switch to an instance of Risa, which is at night time. So we'll change instance in a minute. However, Pavel is hiding in the cave. Let's fly up to the cave. There he is. Talk to Pavel. Excellent, you found me. Next time I'll have to make the hunt a little more difficult for you. I'll be at the beach tomorrow if you want to play again. Okay. So we will switch to a daytime version of Risa and see what clue he gives us for the next one. 3 there are on the island, arcing over its waters. Beneath one I shall wait. And Pavel is over here, underneath this first arch, coming round from the resort and the promenade anti-clockwise. I was hoping that that one would stump you. Then again, it would have been lonely out here if you hadn't found me. You're good at this. It's been such fun playing my game with you. See you around. Standing alone atop a hill and a nesting place. There I shall wait. Just down on the ground, right here. What's he doing? Just resting under a tree. Brilliant! You're really starting to become familiar with the island. It's been such fun playing my game with you. See you around. Let's continue. The accolade for having found him there. And then let's do the last one. Let's go back to Risa number 11. Because it's daytime and we want to see him on the beach. Okay, so this is round 4. This is the last one. In the old meeting place I shall wait. That's quite vague and cryptic. I have no idea why that would be it. Here he is. You know this island as well as a native Risian. What is ours is truly yours. Enjoy the rest of your time here, friend. Okay, so that's Pavel. That's his game all completed. Here's a starting point for the race. I don't have a board. I don't have enough favours to buy a board, a permanent board. I've got 40 seconds, so I'm just going to buy the rental board. So let's buy the rental board. I need to do quick. Let's join the race. Switch out the floater. Uh-oh.
Competitive racers, on your mark. Get set. Go!
Now, with this board I'm never going to go fast enough to win. So let's just worry about staying on the course in between the markers. Like the floaters, this is easier if you just press R on your keyboard to let it do its full speed, and then just use the right mouse button, hold it down and steer. Okay, and when it comes to ramps, hit the space bar and you can jump over whatever things are there to jump over. You don't have to hit the space bar, but it gives you a slight speed boost. As I said, not that we're going to win, not with a rental board. I could have bought one of the 50 favour boards. There's some boards that only cost 50 favours. But there's really no much point in getting one that only costs 50 favours. I would recommend if you're going to take part in the races and you want to win, you're going to have to get the fastest board possible. Otherwise, just a 500 board will get you around the course in a decent speed and give you a chance of getting second or third place, but I don't think you get first. The rental board's okay. It's useful enough. I'm going to stick with that, I think, on Kohloss. I'm going to play him through the race a few more times in the next few days. See how we get on with the rental board. There we go. Aim for the last one. I think this is the last one. And the end point here is actually where we start when we beam in. When we first beam into Risa. got no control over where I'm going.
You reached the end of the race.
Hey. My reward for completing the race, I get some favours. I got 15 favours. You always get 15 favours, I think. The thing here is these things, the tropical tags. These are useful. If you get 6 of these, you can go to the monkey trainer at the promenade. That's the bit around the side of the building. And you can grow the tags into a monkey. And that can be a decorative pet to wander around the island with. Alternatively, you can trade them in for marks. It'll be useful for getting end game gear. Let's go back around here and have a look around. Now let's go upstairs for a moment. Let's equip my floater again so I can get around faster. Okay. If you've got 6 monkey tags, so we'll do the race 3 times with the rental board, and we can talk to the monkey trainer, and we can research feather monkey tags, and we'll get a monkey out of it as a result, either a red, green or blue, and we can train up the monkeys. We can raise them up through the various levels. There's only 3 or 4 levels depending on if it mutates or not, and then you can trade in at the end and get mark packages. And then, while you do the Horgon hunt, it's possible to find Risa and tropical bird eggs. And over here is the ornithologist. She'll help you hatch an egg and then raise whatever hatches out of it to the point where you can then trade in the tropical bird as well. Some of the tropical birds are really quite nice to look at, and some people prefer to keep one of them. I'm not one of those people. Okay, what's up next? Sand sculptures. We're going to do this event. Now, the event's up next, but you can start it at any time. We've got a wee sneaky sort of hint for the sand sculptures event. Take the mission whenever you can. During the sand sculptures event, there'll be a button here to talk to this guy. Otherwise, you have to come round here and actually talk to him. Okay, let's find a place to do a sand sculpture. Is there somewhere around here? I think there is. Yeah, there we go. Let's build a sand castle. This is the first time I've done this, so it's not going to take long. We need to get some damp sand from the water line. You can pretty much get right on it. Okay, 50%. He hasn't got a bucket. No, he's just like messing about in the sand. Okay, start your sculpture. Finish before the sand falls apart. Okay, so as soon as you collect your first set of sand, you've got 2.5 minutes to finish the rest of the sculpture. And because the first time I did it, I only get this first bit. And I'm done.
It's time for sand sculptures. Build a sand structure and earn bonus favors.
Let's just scare this monkey away. There we go. Okay. So you can do the sand sculpture at any time, but only when the sand sculpture time is on will you actually get 50 Lohlunat favors as a reward. If you hand it in at any other time, you only get 20. Get yourself a floater and fly over this edge of the island. Because right over here, there it is the first bird. So let's enjoy the view. There's that little wee chirping noise, means it's being registered for the accolade. I was actually quite close when I started. Let's enjoy the view. There we go. Not bad. Okay. The next one I'm going to go for is actually just up on the edge of the volcano. You can actually see him just about where my head is pointing. There he goes. Let's enjoy the view from here. And there's the inside of the volcano, the inactive volcano. Very floral. Okay. Let's go to the next one. The next one's also quite easy to find. He's basically at the end of this path, but on the opposite side of the river. Actually, I say easy to find, it could be quite difficult to find actually.
Sand sculpting time is over. You may keep building, but bonus rewards will come back in an hour.
I just jumped a mile. Here he is. Let's enjoy the view there as well. Not bad. Okay, so we have so far found 4 of these. We need to find 6 in total, so there's 10 in total, so there's 6 more to find. Okay, just keep going in the same sort of direction. There is one on this little island right out at the end. Yep, here he is. Let's enjoy his view as well. There's the great tower that we circled earlier on. Okay, and then just out from here, not far, just a little bit, just on the other side of this rock, if I remember rightly. Yep, here we go. We have bird number 6. Look at that beach. That'd be awesome to be on there. Okay, right, next one's quite a long way away. It's right over the other end of the beach. Okay, and let's enjoy his view. It's the other way round. Awesome. Okay, there's one up on the arches. A little bit further inland, isn't he? Along the coast. Yeah, there he is. Just have to remember which ones are up high and which ones are down low. Okay, so we have now collected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 2 more to find, and I'm just suddenly realizing I don't remember where the 9th one is. He's over this way somewhere. Let's get up high. Ah, yes. He's on this little outlying island. Now let's see, where is he? Where's him there bird? Did they move him? I'll pause the video and have to orient myself. Yeah, okay, I remembered it wrong. It's not this little outlying bit of land, it's the one away over there. Let's enjoy the view. Here we go. Yeah, that's quite nice. Interesting to see what sea creatures live down there. Okay. Let's get the last one. The last one is up near the bridge. Okay, let's see. We'll go down here a wee bit. There he is. It's the last one. We should get an accolade. Not bad. Let's just check. Did we get an accolade? An accolade complete. The big year. And then
Dance club
what
style.
the dance? Dance club style. Dance club style.
Do the leg kick.
Leg kick. All you have to do is follow the instructions. Pick the right emote. Eventually, you will complete the procedure.
Woo! Wave your hands.
He's so cheesy. Okay, so that's phase 1. Close to me finishing the final phase on that. Complete 20 dance moves. I'm at 17 out of 20. 2 minutes remaining. Loads of time.
Do the robot.
Okay. Let's turn around and watch him from the front. This is what we're going to get by completing the 20 steps.
Raise the roof.
Raise the roof. We'll get the samba advanced and we'll have a quick look at that. And then what I'll do is I'll show you why.
Woo! Wave your hands.
Show you why we've been trying to get the fireworks accolade. Samba Advanced is now unlocked and available. There he is. It's kind of funny watching a Klingon do that. Mind you, Klingons pride themselves on being masters of some pretty surprising things. The real reason we're trying to get this accolade is to get this Master Relaxer accolade, and if you get the Master Relaxer accolade, you can come over here to the Officer Requisition and you can buy Rysian Duty Officers. See, you must complete the accolade Master Relaxer. That's only for the purple quality ones. The blue quality ones, I don't think they have a requirement on them. I don't recall ever having looked at this without having any of the Rysian accolades though, but I could be wrong. Anyway, there's the whole reason why. And it didn't work out. It doesn't seem to be giving me the chance to watch the fireworks show. Ah, well. None for me to do now except edit this and get it up on YouTube. And hopefully it's of some use to anyone before the event actually ends. As I'm recording this, it is now July 13th, but the event ends on the 17th, so there's 4 days to go. I will be uploading this later on this evening. Chances are it might be out in time to help someone at least. So if it helps someone, fantastic. If not, doesn't matter too much. At least it's useful for next year, unless they totally change Risa. Well, there we are. We're just going to log off here and leave Kohloss stranded on top of this mountain just now, until he receives his summons from Captain Kagran to take up his next mission against the Iconian forces. Bye for now, folks.